And we're back with Pure Perspectives, the weekly update. Today is Tuesday, October 15th. I'm here with Gary. Gary, how you doing?
Good. How's it going?
Good, good. Reminder to hit that subscribe button and smash that like button for us.
Absolutely.
So here we are. Is this week 3 of the government shutdown? I believe it is, right?
Yeah, I think it's the starting of week 3.
Starting of week 3. Here we are. Still shut
Can
down.
I say it out loud? Does anybody even notice that the government shut down?
I haven't felt any pain.
Yeah,
Just saying.
I'm sure there is, but yeah, it's interesting. I mean, I think the good news is from our perspective is we've seen, due to the lack of news or, information coming from the government, the market has been fairly stable.
Yeah.
The 10 years been stable to slightly lower, which is good for us from a mortgage rate perspective.
Yep.
We're still seeing that low sixes, mid sixes, depending on obviously credit score, loan amount, different things like that. Even I've seen some interesting pricing on investment properties as well. That's starting to get into the kind of that low 7 number, so yeah. And even on conventional, you're probably in the high sixes somewhere.
So the big question we get is obviously rate cuts, right? We're sitting middle October, the government shut down. Mm-hmm. When is the next Fed meeting?
So the next Fed meeting is the 29th of this month. The BLS did. So obviously the BLS produces the reports, the jobs reports, the inflation, CPI, PPI. They are going to release a report on the 24th. So that's going to be super important as it relates to the data coming out of there from an inflation standpoint and what that's going to look like. The Fed is still at a 96% chance. It's actually grown from our last meeting when I told everybody we're going to get it. Yeah, so it's up to 96, was like 94 previously. Chance of a rate cut, not a 94% rate cut, guys.
Yeah, we had a lot of demand for that offer.
Yeah. They're like,
hey, how do I get that coupon code for the 94% off my interest rate? Just the phone lines were lighting up.
Yeah. PF rate cut. Hashtag. Yeah. So, so I think, it's kind of going into the end of the year. We're seeing some stability. We're seeing deals. I mentioned it before. This is a buyer's market.
Yep.
100%. There are opportunities. Starting to see some, I will say, weakening in appraisals coming in a little bit soft. You're seeing, obviously, seller concessions on most of these deals that we're getting. So that's good. That keeps more money in your pocket. We've talked about that before where, I think in this day and age, cash, in your pocket is king. And when you have the ability to kind of mitigate that through the deal, whether it's don't be as hard on your negotiation on the purchase price, there's more more upside to the seller concessions versus the total number that you're paying for the house in the long term. So short-term money makes more sense. And that's what we kind of try to advise our clients on as much as possible.
Yeah. If you're starting the process with the realtor, bring that topic up early. Mm-hmm. Set the stage for it. Yes, it is more valuable in the long run than trying to fight over a price adjustment. So if you want more detail on that and how that works and how we look at that math, reach out to us. We're happy to talk through it, especially if you have a specific deal you're working on, what that impact can mean to your pocketbook long term. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I would say, it's been relatively consistent. I'd say cash out refis are probably still the number one discussion we're having. Purchases are pre-approved buyers that we're talking to or people that are out in the market are sure taking their time. They feel like they have more options in front of them. A lot of that is seasonal, obviously, but I think a lot of it is also there's been some houses that here it's hit or miss. They go on the market, they're gone in 3 or 4 days, or they're here for a month plus. So it's not like it was, 3 or 4 months ago for sure. Awesome. Well, Gary, thanks always for taking the time. That's the weekly update for today, October 14th. We'll be back next week. Remember to check out our other content. Give us a like, give us a subscribe. We greatly appreciate it. And we will see you all on the next episode of Pure Perspectives. Have a great day, everybody.
Thanks.